Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. Okay, so after last week's tumultuous up and down and all over the show energy, let's see what this week holds for us. If I remember correctly, I think Mercury goes direct in the next couple of days or so. And then we have a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd, somewhere there. I'm not an astrologer. I just like noting the happenings in the sky, because all of the little doofy daffies that do their things in the sky, they do have influence on us. Remember, we are magnetic, energetic beings, and the planets have their own gravitational pull and their own energetics, and it does have an impact on us. So it's like weather. Okay, so let's see what weather, energetic weather, awaits us today and tomorrow, being the beginning of this week. What do we have? The Knight of Pentacles. Slow but steady progress. They're showing me the analogy of, you know, when a baby starts to walk and it's wobbly, okay? They're saying that's us in the beginning of this week. So because we've been through the washing machine energetically, we've come out renewed in a sense. So we're going to feel a little bit like, ooh, so slow and steady in the beginning of this week. Slow down, think things through, be practical. Don't make any rash decisions or rash moves. Don't even speak rashly, I'm hearing, okay? Slow but steady wins the race, right? Also with this, this favors being creative. It favors finances, it favors work, business, basically your sense of purpose. You might feel it very strongly in the beginning of this week, like, what is my purpose? You know, why am I here? What am I being called to do? How am I being encouraged? What am I feeling the itch about to show up in the world, if that makes any sense? Okay, let's get some further elaboration from the wisdom of the oracle for the beginning of this week. We've got a leg up. Cannot make this up. Notice the grounded movement, the small steps forward, and the leg up, the little mommy bear helping the baby up. So what this card speaks about is support. What I'm being drawn to is the snow and the ice, which tells me you might have been feeling a little bit stuck. You might have been feeling like things were going a little bit slowly, or like things were frozen. Now things are starting to move forward, and we have support from Source, God, Creator, Universe, whoever you pray to. You're not doing this all by yourself. You have the support of the divine to help you, your divine parents, if that makes any sense. Okay, beautiful. I'm hearing Spirit say all you need to do is just say yes, even if it doesn't make sense. Whatever is pulling you on the inside, whatever it is that you're feeling guided to do, just go with it, okay? Just don't overthink it. Don't think about where it's going to land or how it's going to work out. We just need to say yes, answer the call, I'm hearing. All right, let's get some further elaboration from the angels and ancestors. You can't make this up. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Even if it doesn't make sense, just go with it. And the reason for this is because it's almost like our higher selves, right? Our true selves, our higher selves, that has so much wisdom and knows what's good and best for us, is kind of guiding us now. I'm hearing the word soul imprint, our blueprint of what we chose to do before we were even born, before we even chose to take a body on this earth, right? Before we were even born, we had this blueprint, we had this plan of what we needed to experience, what we needed to do, what we needed to learn, etc. And I feel like that's coming online now. It's like it's being awakened. We're being awakened to do more of what's really calling us right now. And I'm hearing Spirit say this voice is so loud that we actually can't ignore it anymore. because it's almost like it's now or never. There's that kind of feeling, okay? So, yeah, interesting. Listen to your inner voice. It knows what it needs. It knows what it's got to do. Just listen and say yes and just do it. All right. Let's see. What energetic weather do we have for the middle of this week? This one sticks out at me. The King of Wands. Whenever I see this card, I always think sovereignty, power. I'm being drawn to the torch this man is holding. Be the light. Your way forward is being lit up. So again, if we've been feeling a little bit lost and uncertain, it's almost like it's now becoming so clear as to what it is that we need to do, the steps that we need to take. And the reason for this is because obviously over the last while, we've shed a lot of layers of what didn't serve us. We've been very much aware of our own shadow. We've been very much aware of what needed to go, what needed to shift, what needed to change here, thought processes and belief patterns, so that we can become more coherent here, as in our heart chakra, because the heart is like the voice of the higher self. It's like your heart knows what it wants and needs. And we've been clearing so much that we now have the space here to take action, to follow what it is that we need to do. And of course, a lion representing courage. Okay, I love this card. This card is also a brilliant omen if you're wanting to improve your career somehow, or if you're wanting a new job, or to pursue something more meaningful that you're passionate about in your career. This is a brilliant card to pull. Okay. All right, let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle. What guidance is here for us for the middle of the week? This one grabs my attention immediately. Exchanging gifts. This is about being an open and willing receiver to all that is good, okay? But also to share your gifts, your hidden talents. What talents that have been dormant within you are now coming to the surface now? What are you able to offer the world, right? In exchange for whatever it is that you may need, okay? I'm hearing the word side hustle. A lot of us might be starting some side hustles at the moment, okay? So in other words, you might have your job or your business, but you might feel drawn to doing something on the side that'll bring in an extra income for you, something that you really enjoy, something along those lines, okay? So be open to also receiving. I'm hearing be open to blessings. Be open to receiving blessings in the middle of this week. All right, let's get some further elaboration from the angels and ancestors. Let's see this one. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. So here's this energy again of we're going to feel so pulled and so driven to do certain things, and even if we don't know where or how or what or who cares, okay? Just go with it. Just trust, right? Also, for those of us that have started new things, let's say it's a new job, a new business, a new home, a new relationship, whatever it is that's new that we have started a journey on or with, we have got maybe no clue where it's going or what's next, but we're just being encouraged to just trust, just go with it, because we are being so guided at the moment by here, okay? Brilliant, okay. We're in a whole new era, I'm hearing. It's a whole different energy that we're in now. Okay. Let's see, what energetic weather do we have for Friday and the weekend? We have the King of Cups. Okay. So this card speaks about emotional intelligence. I'm hearing mind and heart coherence, wisdom, balancing of emotion, healing, teaching, sharing your wisdom. Teaching, teachers. So for those of us that are teachers or coaches or mentors, We might be feeling the itch to take our wisdom, our knowledge further and offer it further. Consider that, okay? But I'm also hearing a lot of emotional healing with this, a huge soothing, if you will, okay? Friday and the weekend. All right, let's get some further elaboration on that for Friday. And this one just fell out. Okay, let's take another one. What guidance is here, please, for Friday and the weekend? Interesting, interesting. This one fell out. It's called why. So this is about knowing your why, right? So as you go into Friday and the weekend, ask yourself, what is my why? Why do I want this and this and this? Why am I putting up with this and this and this? Why do I want to go there or there or there? Why? What is my why? What is my motivation? And Spirit is saying that when we know our why, and if the why is aligned for what feels like our highest good and the highest good of everybody else, then it'll be very easy to make decisions, which is what Fork in the Road is all about. Okay? It's time to decide. Are we going to go along the same old path in the same old way and do the same old thing and get the same old results? Or are we going to choose a higher path, a better way of doing things? What are we going to choose? Are we going to trust the unknown and try something new and different, even if we don't know where we're headed with it? Just go with it. Make a choice. But the only way we can make that choice is if we actually know our why. Why do I want this or that? Why am I going this way? Why? What's my why? What is my intention? Okay? What do I want and why? Okay? And then we will have the support once again to make those choices and make those decisions. All right. Let's get some further elaboration now from the angels and the ancestors for Friday and the weekend. Honor your inner knowing, Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing of what is good and right for you. It feels like this week is about choices. It's about making decisions. Are we going to choose the same old way of doing things? Are we going to choose a new path? What are we doing? Okay. Now that we've released so much and we've become so self-aware of our own patterns and our own beliefs, but then Spirit is saying, but that's what happens. When we become aware of our inner beliefs and knowings of ourselves, that we realize, oh, maybe not working and we now need to upgrade our way of being, it is only natural that there will be change afoot and that we will need to make some choices and decisions on how to go forward. It's natural. That's how it works. Okay. Now, what I'm noticing is in the middle of the week we had Father Sky, trust in the unknown, and then Friday and the weekend we have Medicine Mother, Mother and Father. So this speaks about letting go of childhood patterning, childhood beliefs. Interesting. What I'm also getting with this is, here's a good journal prompt, is to ask yourself, what did you need to do or who did you need to be in order to get what you wanted and needed as a child? Interesting question, that. Because they're saying that question there, it kind of defines our behavior as an adult, okay? So in other words, let's say if you had to walk on eggshells as a child in order to keep the peace, if you had to just walk on eggshells to ensure that you didn't lose love or whatever the case is, as an adult, that's recipe for becoming a people pleaser, right? So here's a good question to ask yourselves. Who did I need to be, or what did I need to do as a child in order to get what I wanted and needed? Okay? Good question, that. Good question. Let's ask Spirit if there's anything further that they want to say about this, because when I look at these cards in general, it just looks like we are now, this week, we are moving forward, we're making some progress, life is starting to move, things are starting to happen, momentum is starting to build, we're starting to trust our heart and trust our desires on what we want. And as we're going forward on this journey of experiencing what we want to experience next and the evolution of our consciousness, it's like we are being supported and we are being helped. And then in the process, just becoming aware all the time of what is our motivation, why, right? And also see where, if that why doesn't come from a desire to people please, or the opposite. Maybe I shouldn't actually pursue that goal or that dream because somebody might not like it, or somebody might reject me, or not love me if I go in this direction, or if I do this thing, which means I've got to walk on eggshells. Do you see where this is going? Okay, so this really does feel like a very internal, but it's always internal, isn't it? Everything starts on the inside and ripples out, okay? But this week, let's be asking ourselves, what is our why, right? And also, who did I need to be? What did I need to say in order to get what I wanted? Because that's defining the behavior that we are now changing and shifting so that we can answer the call of our higher selves to be the best version of ourselves that we were meant to be at this stage of the game. Bear in mind, when I say at this stage of the game, it's because we are always evolving and growing. Always. It doesn't ever stop. Okay? Alrighty, let's see what guidance is here from the Gateway of Light activation. Let's see what our souls are up to this week. What are our souls up to this week? Okay. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. What I'm being drawn to is the earth. And this looks like an angelic being and all the light around it. So what I'm tuning into with this is, again, this week, let's do our energy bubbles and let's send that love and that light to where it is needed in the world, okay? Include yourself in the energy bubble, of course, everyone, right? And what I'm also getting with this, again, is all this gold. That's Christ light, that's Christ consciousness. Gold, as well as the solar plexus chakra, which is our power center. Our power is returning this week. Ooh, very nice. Okay, let's read that card out. Star being healing codes. Okay. If the world seems overwhelming or intense at this time, know that it is okay for you to retreat to a safe space to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to be a healer for others and share healing with the world, but please ensure that you are balanced and filled up with light first. This is not the time for you to sacrifice your own well-being in order to serve others. Light beings are placing their hands upon you now, filling you with divine light that will wash away any blockages or stagnant energy standing in the way of your freedom and your wholeness. That's that support that Spirit was talking about earlier. Star beings are channeling healing codes and frequencies into your being, and it's important for you to stay alert for any intuitive guidance about your body so that you can be restored to health once more. Okay, what sticks out for me this week is because of the energetic influences on all of us, we might be feeling it physically this week. We might have like joint aches and pains, feel very tired, you know the story, just feeling a little bit of that. I want to call it like an ascension flu vibe, okay? But obviously if you are worried, please go and see the doctor, okay? If you're worried about yourself, but we might be feeling a bit achy and creaky and tired, and oh yeah, just go with it. It's release. We're releasing on the physical. That's why it's very easy to shift energy in the external. Energy moves like this energy, okay? But on a physical level, the body is dense, so it moves a little slower, okay? I'm hearing the word detox. So as we have detoxed from old belief patterns, etc., we also need to detox physically. Okay, the next one, interestingly enough, is called Karmic Board Clearing. It says energetic clearing. There you go. Rewrite your story. Live your truth. How beautiful. Karmic board clearing. Okay, it says, if you are being overwhelmed by a traumatic memory or a painful event, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you and that your spirit is calling for it to be released. This card comes to you at a time when you are ready to surrender old ways of being and old stories. Now, the stories, I think that came up in last week's video, but it's carrying through this week where we're becoming more and more aware of the stories we tell ourselves, okay, and the impact that those stories have on how our life basically unfolds, okay? Which brings me back to this. So as we might feel like, okay, we want to share more with the world, we want to move in this direction of our purpose or our career, but then we don't want to do it and we don't know why, look at the story, okay? Let's say you might tell the story of, if this can be internal and it can be what you tell other people. Well, I don't really want to go in that direction because nobody's going to like me. I might not fit in with my family anymore, or my friends, or my colleagues, or I might not fit in anymore. So therefore, let me just keep doing the same thing the same old way and continue to be as miserable as what I've been. That's just an example, okay? We all have interesting stories to tell. Okay, now I completely lost my place. Sorry about that. I actually want to read that sentence again because it's quite important. This card comes to you at a time when you are ready to surrender old ways of being and old stories. Know that receiving this message means your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation so that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories. All fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships, and feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. You are ready to move forward. Okay. Now, with that being said, what I'm hearing here is dreams. We all might be having really weird and wonderful dreams about the past. So past partners, past friends, people from our past will be popping up quite a bit in our dream state. And what that is for, it's for clearing, it's for understanding, it's for letting go, and also on a very deep subconscious level as well, because our subconscious doesn't sleep. Our conscious mind does, but our subconscious mind doesn't sleep. It's very active at night, and the subconscious, that's when it heals the best, is when we're sleeping, because we're not because in the conscious mind it's not in its way. Okay, so sleep is quite a thing. Dreams are quite a thing. And also people from the past randomly popping up into your world, you know, for whatever reason. And you'll know what that reason is. As in, is this an opportunity to be firm about my decision, to let this thing go completely? Or is this an opportunity for me to see the situation in a very different light, as well as at the same time, how is this impacting or how is this bringing my shadow to the surface? What am I learning about myself from that past person, that past experience, that past event? There's a lot of that energy going on as well. Okay, so there you have it, everyone. I hope that helps. And I just hope you all have a wonderful, happy week. Just take it very easy this week. And whatever you do, listen to the call of your heart and your soul, because you are being so supported. Sending you all so much love. Have a brilliant week. Lots of love. Bye.